All right, this is Derek with 100 Interviews. We are here with Chad Catacchio. How you doing, Chad?
I'm doing pretty well. How about yourself,
I'm
Derek?
doing good. How's your South by going so far?
Oh, it's been a really great 48 hours so far, and when I say 48 hours, I mean I've been
The
up
full
for probably
48 hours?
about 45 of them.
Oh,
so,
awesome.
So it's been really. I had some great conversations yesterday about location and location-based services going forward, and it's just been really great people and really useful so far.
So give us some background on what you got going on right now.
Okay, so I run marketing for ZoomProspector.com, and ZoomProspector.com is the business location search engine. So what happens is any business can come to our site. It's totally free, and we have demographic data on every of the 25,000 cities in the United States. We have commercial real estate data. We have infrastructure data. So what you do is you come to ZoomProspector.com. You put in the variables that matter most to you. You can weigh them. You can say, this is more important to me. This is less important to me. I want to be this close to an airport. I want this kind of a workforce. I want to have these kind of tax incentives. Hit search, and we'll show you all the places in the United States that match on a map. And then you can pick which one you want. Look at it. You can go to a community profile page that will give you like a very 2008 demographic data on the community. You can do very local maps. So we have maps like you can see the parcel data, you can see the enterprise zones, you can see the tax incentive zones within each city. And then you can link off. We work with economic development organizations, so we're really tied into the government, and they feed us all their data. So all that stuff that's sitting in some file cabinet,
data and stuff,
all that stuff that's sitting in some file cabinet in City Hall or in the GIS part of the city. They give that to us, and we build applications for them so they can, on a local level, they can do the same thing. But then Zoom Prospector is a national search.
Oh, okay.
So, and one of the things that we've started doing a lot more of is helping the media and helping businesses create kind of top 10, top 50 lists. So in about 10 days, Business Week is going to do a feature story on the 50 best cities to start up, mid-sized cities to start up in the United States using all our data.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, and we've been in, Forbes and Inc. and again, Business Week, Fortune. We're going to be launching something very soon, and Fortune's going to be covering it. So, but really what we want to do is open up the information for everybody, totally free, and really help people, especially in these economic times, to not make the wrong decision when you move or when you start up, because it kills you. If you make the wrong decision when you start up a business, it can absolutely flatten you. And there's many things that what we would call corporate site selection professionals look at, and people pay them, tens and lots of money.
Right.
And they look at these things, and they've been looking at it for a long time, but this idea hasn't really coalesced in the general business community yet. And we were just on a panel this morning to go into South by Southwest called Ditch the Valley. And had Robert Scoble and Kaiser Kwa, who's a friend of mine, and basically there was the argument of, should you stay in the valley, or is the valley the only place to do tech entrepreneurship? And
right.
Kaiser was saying, oh, this China's has some advantages, and there was another woman there who's from Wisconsin, and she was saying, I don't take venture capital into it, and I stood up and I said, you need to leave this to technology, right? So technology is really, I think, in our opinion, is really going to decide this, not oh, this is the cool place, or this is where all the developers are, or this. Use technology to solve this.
Yeah, that's what I think is so interesting. We talk about, geographically where you have to be, and obviously Silicon Valley has been around, for so long that it's just kind of, it's ingrained, I think, in people's brains. But, we don't even sometimes talk about the technology that we use to connect on a social level.
Right.
And I don't think we use it to the ability that it was meant for on a business standpoint.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of myths, and what we're trying to be is myth busters. We're really trying to break through stuff, show people what the reality is, and then they can make their own decisions. And it's very much based on your reality. So it's not us telling you should move here, or somebody saying you should start up in San Francisco. It's you say what is important to you, and then we'll show you what matches in the United States.
All right. Well, we were talking earlier. The concept of 100 Interviews was all about real people using real social media in their own lives. Could you give us, just a breakdown of how you maybe use it to connect with friends and family?
Sure. So on Twitter, I'm Chad Cat, which is just the first three letters of my last name and my first name. And what's funny, because the reason I chose that is because my father, when he was growing up, his name is Thomas Catacchio, so he was always Tomcat, and that was his nickname. So I just decided to do Chad Cat. And people were like, "Oh, it's you like cats or some crazy name?" I was like, "No, it's just a short my name."
You're one of those crazy cat guys, aren't you?
I know. So, but I mean, how I'm using it is, certainly there's a lot of use in Facebook, and I have lots of friends there, a lot of friends on Twitter. But I think one of the really cool things is still video. And my brother, him and I do a lot of stuff on YouTube, and it's really, I think video is still a really great way to connect with people. And like I have an 8-month-old, so we do like high def video of her, and
dude, I got a 4-month-old, so I'm right there behind you.
Yeah,
man.
so people love it. I mean, when I go around and shoot high def video of my kid, and I pop it up on Facebook or I pop it up on YouTube HD, I mean, people just absolutely love it. People that know us, and
awesome.
Of course we keep it all private. But I mean, the people we know is that's that, and it's, I mean, think about it. It's HD video that you can upload in 5 minutes, and you can show to anybody in the world. Anybody who's been doing this for more than like 2 years. I mean, it's amazing.
I'm in awe of that.
It's still in awe. I mean, and really, I think, it's just, we're doing this on a flip camera, and I've been walking around doing quick all weekend at South by Southwest, and that's it's not HD, but it's widescreen, and it's just, the video to me is still at the tip of the iceberg, and I mean, it's really amazing.
I'm a video whore myself, so I couldn't agree with you more. So why don't we finish this up with maybe you could share with us, maybe your funny tidbits or a funny story that you might have had from your social media experiences.
Sure. I'm going to tell you one that actually happened today, about 3 hours ago. Again, with video, I was walking around in the Hilton lobby here at South by Southwest, and if any of you guys, the 65,000 of you who follow Guard VV on the wine, magnate, I guess he is at this point, right?
Right.
He had a thumb wrestling match with a guy that probably outweighed him about 3 or 4 times. And you can go, if you go to quick.com/ChadCat, and you can just look for the Gary V, and it's hilarious. It was like a 4-minute match, and he was pulling him around, and they were like getting pulled, and like the thumbs were like this. It was crazy, and everybody's
awesome.
This was like the middle of like a 5-star hotel, and everybody's just walking by like,
who are these crazy South by people, man? Get them out of here.
So that's my funny story.
That's awesome. Well, Chad, it's been great to meet you, and I'm hoping that you enjoy the rest of your South by. Thanks for joining us here
Thanks
at 100 Interviews, and we'll talk to you there, man.
All right, great.